particular session, we are going to see how to rewrite select home product policy. So for this, we have one cancelled policy already. So this is the policy which we have cancelled. So let's check this policy first. Let's go to summary. So as you can see, this policy has been cancelled. So on this particular policy, we have initiated, underwriter initiated cancellation transaction. The transaction effective date, as you can see, it is 29th of December 2021. That means it is a future dated, but we have done the flag cancellation on this and we haven't scheduled this cancellation. So cancellation is completed, but it's for future date. So if we go back to our policy, so currently it is in cancellation state. So for rewrite, as we know, we have the option from actions tab. And as we can see here, there are two options: rewrite of remainder of term and rewrite new term. So before we begin with our transaction blessing, do you want to please set the context for this video?
Yeah, sure. So, so rewrite, basically it can be done for multiple reasons, right? One is you can change the agent, you have to change the underwriting company, or you want to change the effective date of the policy. There are a lot of other reasons you have. And in the auto policy, we have talked about rewrite a full term and rewrite new term. We were not able to see the rewrite remainder of the term when we did the auto policy. So here we can able to see the rewrite remainder of the term. The reason, because if you see the cancellation, whatever we perform, right, that is the agent is leaving his book of business to a different agent. With that reason, we have selected the reason during cancellation. Okay,
Yes,
and this cancellation
this.
is actually, yeah, you can able to see the reason is change of agent, and the agent is getting retired. So his book of business, this policy has to be moved to some other agent. So this can be, and if you see the cancellation effective date is 12/29, right? So which is the what is the policy effective date of this policy? You can able to see it's 12/6. 12/6 is your policy effective date, but your transaction effective date is 12/29. So at this time, if you want to perform a rewrite, you can able to do either a rewrite full term or a rewrite remainder of the term. You cannot able to do a rewrite full term, because the meaning of rewrite full term is it once again starts your policy period from 12/6, right? So that's the rewrite full term. That is applicable when you do a flat cancellation. So in this scenario, we have not done a flat cancellation. We have done a prorated cancellation. You can able to see in the entry screen. This is a prorated cancellation. Okay, so let's go through the rewrite remainder of the term. Okay, and rewrite new term. We can go through both the options. So if you select rewrite remainder of the term, what will happen is the policy effective date will be from the cancellation effective date, which is 12/29, and then click next. The expiration date will be like, the expiration date will be equivalent to the original policy expiration date. You can able to see the effective date is blank, and you can able to see the expiration date is 12/6/2022, because in the original policy, the policy effective date was 12/6/2021, and the expiration date is 12/6/2022. You cannot change the expiration date. Let's put a date of 12/30. Yeah, 21. Yes. Okay. So if you go back and come back to the previous screen, okay, see the expiration date doesn't change. It remains the same. But at the same time, when you do a rewrite, there was one more option, right? Rewrite new term. So in this case, when you change the effective date, the expiration date also gets changes. So that is the difference between the remainder of the term. The remainder of the term, as the terminology states, the policy can be covered for the remaining period. Your expiration date remains same, but your effective date change. Effective date can be changed. Now let's withdraw this transaction. When the meaning of withdrawal is this transaction is not longer to be valid anymore time, we are going to create a rewrite new term and show you the difference how it works, so that you can able to clearly identify what is the difference between the rewrite remainder of the term and the rewrite new term. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Sure, thank you. So I've just cancelled that transaction, and now we will try the rewrite of new term. Okay, so I'm selecting next.
Yeah, see, if you can see here, right, the effective date is 12/29. At the same time, the expiration date is also 12/29. But in the previous rewrite remainder of the term, the expiration date was 12/6/2022. So this is the difference. And rest of the flow, it's more like new business. Ashish, you can go ahead and rate and quote the transaction.
Sure. Thank you very much, Blessing. So let's go ahead with the same transaction. So I'm selecting next on policy info. Organization and producer code must be entered. Because we had selected the option, right? We want to change the producer. That's the reason it went blank, and now we are selecting different agent. Next, next, dwelling construction, next, reports, next. On coverages, we don't want to change anything, so I'm selecting next, next. At the moment, there are no risks associated with this policy rewrite, so there is no issue listed down. So we are selecting next. On policy review, yes, and click on quote. So here you can see we have changed the producer code. Existing policy, it was this producer code, and now on new, while doing the rewrite, we have changed the producer. So that's the reason it is showing different producer code. So this is the change we have done during this rewrite. And I'm selecting policy code. Okay, we are selecting payment option as EFT1. Okay, next. And forms, we have to add the sample document, upload document. Okay, on payment screen, we have option payment and bind option. We will select bind option, bind without membership and payment.
Yeah, 1 minute, Ashish. So, okay,
Sure,
it's done. Okay.
I have
So in
completed.
the previous thing, you might have seen there is an invoice due date of the month. Okay. So this is mainly for people who are going to test in billing center. So that's you can able to change your invoice date there in the previous screen. So you might have witnessed this also in the new business transaction. So that is one of the option you can able to change your invoice dates. So we will see in the videos related to billing center how those things has to be set.
Okay, okay. Sure, sure. Thank you very much, Blessing. So this is the standard procedure to perform the policy rewrite for select home product. If we go to our policy and check the completed transactions, here we can see policy rewrite new term transaction has been recorded on this policy. Okay. So before we end this session, Blessing, do you want to add anything else?
Yeah, let's show that under tools. Can you scroll down? Under
Yes.
tools, there is a transaction. There will be transaction screen in the left. Yeah, yeah. Scroll down. Yeah, yeah. Policy transactions. Okay. So here you can able to see all the transactions, whatever we perform and whatever we withdrawn. So in the summary screen under completed transactions, you can able to see the transaction only which are bound. You will not be able to see the any withdrawn transaction. But if you see the policy transaction screen, you can able to see list of all the things that are done on that policy. So we issued the policy, which is a submission transaction. After that, we cancel the policy, which is a cancellation transaction. After that, we did a rewrite remainder of the term. We withdrawn it, which you have seen it as part of this video, and then we have created a rewrite new term. So this is one screen where you can able to see all the details.
Very much blessing for this information. So we are good to end this session.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you very much. I'm just stopping the recording.